One of my favorite Bible characters is Peter. In fact, this summer I'm writing our entire curriculum around the life of Peter. He had a few blunders, a couple of misspeaks, and one dangerous swipe with a sword. But he also walked on water, witnessed countless miracles, saw an empty tomb, preached on Pentecost, healed people, had visions, and wrote 2 books of the Bible. I'd make those blunders if it meant I got to experience what Peter did. And early on in Acts, Peter, as well as the other 12 plus maybe 100 more, received the Holy Spirit. And it was Peter who stood up and preached the sermon that sparked the beginning of the church. But the next story is the one that we're going to focus on. Because in Acts 3, Peter and John are going to the temple. There was a man there who was lame from birth, and when Peter and John were going into the temple, he asked them for money. Peter calls for his attention and says to him, "I don't have any silver or gold for you, but what I do have, I will give." Then he tells him that in the name of Jesus, to get up and walk. And guess what he does? He walks. In fact, he goes around jumping and walking and leaping, and everyone who saw him began praising God for the work that was done. And so Peter begins another sermon pointing out the work of Jesus to the prophets and fathers of the Jewish faith. And then he says this, "And now, brothers, I know that you acted in ignorance, as also did your rulers. But what God foretold by the mouth of all the prophets, that his Christ would suffer, he thus fulfilled. Repent, therefore, and turn back, that your sins may be blotted out, that times of refreshing may come from the presence of the Lord." When we talk about confession and repentance, we recognize that shame, guilt, and embarrassment goes along with it. We recognize that no matter how big or small, we fractured a relationship either with a person we sinned against or against a God himself. But what we sometimes forget is that repentance is what we do out of obedience and submission to the gospel. Refreshing is what comes from God through it. Today, take some time to think about how you have been refreshed by the presence of God, even in the midst of your sin. Take some time to find joy in the fact that God accepts you, the real you, not the one you present to everyone else. And He will refresh you when you come to Him in repentance.